So I know this is a family-friendly show. Is this working? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
But I've got some favorite four-letter words. They start with F. Like free. Is there anything better than free? I definitely own a number of things at home. Not because I need them, not because I want them, but because they were free. I mean, how many people here own a t-shirt that has the name of a credit card on it?
Hopefully.
You got one with a radio station on it? Yeah, he does. So, do I need to explain to some of the younger people here what a radio station is? See, back before Spotify and Alexa, we had to turn the radio on. Now, those knobs on your mom's car are not just to find your device. So, anybody here ever brought something home that you found on the side of the road? This is usually the part where people start pointing at their spouse. I mean, I find that Brush and Bulky is usually a good time to go shopping. You know, I call these things, these little prizes that we find, street loot or road booty. But I should probably call them what they are, which is treasure trash. And I find I have to do a lot more explaining when I bring home something free than something I've actually paid for to my wife. You know, we have a lot of things at my house that we found on the side of the road. I say we. And some of them we've used for years. Others eventually make their way back out to Brush and Bulky. And some we're still storing, because you never know. Right? So, that takes me to my second favorite F word, which is food. You got any foodies here?
Yeah.
Like food? Yeah, I mean, as a kid, I used to eat food. I ate everything. I mean, back then I was really skinny and I could eat anything I wanted and I was hungry all the time. But it didn't really matter what it was. I didn't even care when it was my turn to clear the table, because I was going to clear the table. We always had less leftovers the nights that I cleared the table. And if you left some meat on that drumstick, it wasn't going to go to waste. Of course, that reminds me of my favorite combination of four-letter F word, which is free food. I mean, anybody here go to Costco just for the samples? Anybody here get their husband to go to Costco with them just for the samples? You ever go into Costco just to get the samples and then leave? No, you haven't. No one leaves Costco empty-handed. Of course, it's much worse, though, when you go into Costco for the free samples and then realize you missed the free samples. I mean, what's worse than expecting free food and dragging home a barrel of detergent and 1,000 rolls of toilet paper? Nobody I know got more free food than my brother. When we were teenagers, we'd go out in a group and we'd order our food and we'd eat something. He'd never order anything, but he'd wait until everybody was done eating. You can fish that? You can eat those? Everybody go, yeah, sure. So you get a potato skin here, some French fries there, part of a cheeseburger, a milkshake. By the end of it, he had more food than any of us, and he didn't pay for any of it. Which takes me to my last favorite four-letter F word, which is fart. Fart's just an objectively funny word, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, who doesn't laugh when they hear fart? Other than all of you people, apparently. You know, I mean, I figure it fits into a lot of songs in great places, which makes a lot of people laugh, except my wife. She does not like when I do that. Of course, I figure that the humor level in a fart is related to its proximity. The closer you are to the fart, the less funny it is. And the closer your wife is to the fart, the more hilarious it becomes. I mean, think about it. Someone farts in an elevator that you're in, not funny. Someone farts in the elevator your wife is in, priceless. Of course, not all farts are treated equally. I mean, think about it. You ever been holding a baby and it farts? I mean, who gets mad at that? Right? Nobody does. We go, oh, look, he has a little boom boom. Of course, when I'm sitting on your lap after a night at Taco Bell, nobody wants to talk about my boom boom. I mean, we look at farts as, for little babies and elderly people, as cute or funny, not so much for a man in his 40s. You know, the way I see it is, even if someone's over a certain age, we call them an old fart. Like, we think this is a funny word. But I've noticed that there's something here. If you're very young, the fart may be cute. If you're very old, the fart's funny. If you're somewhere in the middle, you're no longer welcome at Target. You know, I've seen this happen because it seems like whichever end of the age spectrum you're on, it's okay, right? If you're very young, you can fart in public and wear a diaper. If you're very old, you can fart in public and wear a diaper. Of course, if you're on either end of the spectrum and you're going to fart in public, you should probably be wearing a diaper. Otherwise, it's like working without a net. Hey, thanks a lot, guys.